What's good? Welcome to the stream. Future Games Show Summer Showcase. If we see anything new here, I'm just gonna say this right now. If we see anything new here, I'm gonna count that as a bonus, as a W. And at the end of the stream, when I grade it, it'll probably boost it up. If we see stuff that it's still very hype that we haven't seen in the previous shows. I'm expecting to see a lot of things from the previous shows and maybe even some gameplay from some of those trailers and stuff like that. Maybe. My highest sort of thing right now is if we see like actual gameplay of Mind's Eye of like the city. That would be cool if we see that here, because it's very odd that the game, it does have a little gameplay, but it's not like the world. It's like one set location, if I'm not mistaken. And it's like that gameplay. And then we've had like our trailers, but we haven't seen a lot of the city. So hopefully that's there. And if it is, big bonus from me. Listen, if you're watching this as a video and not live with the live crew, shout out to live crew this year, sub up, turn on notifications. That way you be a part of the Xbox showcase tomorrow and then the PC showcase. We're going to do the Xbox showcase, the Outer Worlds 2, which follows right after the Xbox. So if I'm not mistaken, I think it's probably going to be like 2 hours long. And then like right after that, which by the way, it is 1 p.m. Eastern time. So we'll probably be live around like maybe 12:30, usually about 30 minutes ahead of time. But I don't know yet. We might go even an hour because there's a lot to talk about with Xbox. But be a part of that. All right. And also skip ahead maybe like 27 minutes or so to where the show actually starts if you're watching this as a video. Just giving you some heads up. So, hit the like button as well too on your way. And also grade it. Grade the show at the end too. That way you could be a part with all of us grading it. Yo, Emilio, what's good? The Pixel. Jacoby, how's it going? Again, chat, what's good with y'all? If you haven't hit the like button, I greatly appreciate you doing so. Future Game Showcase. I don't think it's like the hypest of all these, but there should still be maybe some things here. There should be, because I know wholesome, women-led, Latino. I think it's Latin voices or in game, or Latin-led voices in game something. I think they all went. So future games, and then I can't remember if there's anything else. I know there's other shows, but I don't know if they're hype. Let me know if there's like actual ones hype after this, and then we might actually stream those as well too. I don't know. But for the most part, this was the one that I was definitely looking forward to for Saturday. And then again, Big Sunday Xbox is great. That's going to be a fun stream because there's a lot of rumors around with Xbox right now. So that'll be a fun stream. Can't wait to either call some stuff and be right, or be completely wrong and be happy about it. I don't know if I'm going to walk away from this being mad. Last year they had the best showcase. So hopefully this year they do the same. Hopefully. What do I think we're going to see? Probably a lot of maybe some AA games. And I don't mean that as a negative at this point in time. I mean, most of the games that we see from Summer Games Fest, which by the way, a lot of those were like 50 or under studios that were like incredibly good. So can I go on a side tangent for a second? Just listen to that for a second. A lot of the games that we seen yesterday was from studios with 50 and under people working on the game. There's no excuse. None for big name corporations and big companies and big developing studios that have thousands of people working on a game. Like, what are y'all doing? Like, they're blowing you out of the water. They're pretty much showing you that you're corrupt and you're making bad games, and people with under 50 people working on a game can make a better game that can get shown at like one of the hypest times of the year for games. That's ridiculous. Ridiculous. Big corporations, seriously. Like, take your foot out of their damn studio and just be the people that publish like it used to be. Let these men and women make some damn good games. Let them cook. It's insane. Roland was good. Ari looked insane. Ari looked amazing. Like, it really looked amazing. That also, the day before that Romeo Must Die, I think it was. That one looked like it would be a lot of fun. It really did. And also the Bond, I did end up watching that trailer because if you remember, I was trying to watch it, but my damn green screen kept falling, so I didn't have a real chance of actually watching it. But I ended up watching it, and it looks really good. It looks like Hitman. It looks like a Michael Bay Hitman. So it's definitely going to be extremely action forward. Like, I won't even say assassin or nothing like it, but just Hitman stuff. Just high action. Pretty much look like Mission Impossible. So thought that was pretty cool. The Muppets Punch Out game. Oh my God, what was that? What was that called? That was funny, dude. I was not expecting that at all. Like, I still chuckle just for that one little scene where that Muppet was like, when it was plunging that toilet, that came out of nowhere, man. It's crazy. Also, what else came out of nowhere? I wasn't expecting as much booty in a lot of the trailers from the last couple of days. I wasn't expecting as much booty as I seen. And I wasn't expecting Atomic Hearts to have a sequel. I wasn't expecting that, and that one contributed a lot of the booty. So, who is that for? Like, I mean, I get you having characters that are attractive in the game. I get it. But at what point, like, what is a game that is centered around pretty much just a female having a big booty on the screen while you playing the game? Like, who is that for? Like, I need to know the names of every last one of the people that this is for. And why is it getting pushed in game? I just want to know. I'm not even sounding like a hater or nothing. It's just, I mean, I get it at times, but damn, every game, a tent, like a super skin tight suit. Like, bro, who is this for? I need to know. Yeah, no, bro. I forgot about that. I forgot about that. Yeah, man. I don't know. I don't know what's going on. Who are the devs? I need to know too, because you need to stop being in hiding. 20 minutes, by the way. Oh, they giving a. Hold on for a second, chat. They put a countdown like y'all about to see some craziness. Like that's what that countdown kind of felt like. Like y'all about to see some craziness. You ready? Like when you throw that countdown on like that, man, you better be ready to bring it. But I am expecting to see some AA games here, and a lot of the AA games probably be pretty good. Like, let's be honest, you can't really beat a good sort of like hack and slash, not even like an open world, but if we can get an open world hack and slash, that'd be kind of crazy too. But you can't really beat games like that give you a whole lot of fun. So I'm expecting to see a lot like that. Sonic Racing. Oh, I do remember seeing that. I do remember seeing that. I like the racing games, so eventually they all sort of, I feel like, blend in together. What would I rank all the game shows right now? I feel like, I guess Summer Games Fest might be in the lead. Yeah, I think Summer Games Fest, then PlayStation. What was the other one? Oh, State of Unreal. Yeah, I would probably put State of Unreal as the lowest right now. So it would go Summer, State of Play, then then State of Unreal. I expect future games to be better. Like, let me be honest with you. I expect future games to be better than the State of Unreal. The State of Unreal was cool. One, because we get to see how easy it is now for most of those devs. And when I say easy, I do mean easy in terms of certain things, not everything of making a game, but for the character models and things that they can actually do now with Unreal, was it like 5.6 or something? That had a lot of cool features and stuff like that, but really we only got to see like one tech demo game, really, and that was The Witcher. So that's last. So I'll probably have it at the end of this. Hopefully I'll have it Xbox, Summer, State of Play, future games, and then State of Unreal. That's probably what I would hope is going to happen. That's where I got it at. Yo, what's good, my guy? What's good, Scythe? How's it going? Yeah, the Resident Evil's what bumped up Summerfest for me. Like it gave it a big bump. It clutched up at the end. So, oh, I didn't realize that there was music playing right there too. So it's probably meshing in together, and I didn't like that. But yeah, I didn't realize it. So, not mad at it. Witcher was a tech demo too. Yeah. Well, I do think the game will probably look somewhere closer to that, because you have to remember that Witcher game's coming out, what was it, next year or something? Yeah, next year. They have a lot of time, especially now, to play with Unreal Engine 5.6. So that game's gonna look amazing. But the only thing that I'm going to say is that even though that game's going to look amazing, Cyberpunk is going to look 50 times better than that. Because it's going to be like 6 years or so from now. Unless they can somehow... If they can somehow get it out in 3 years, that would be crazy. But I doubt it. Yeah, they show a lot of games. Some we've already seen, and then, like I said, there is usually a couple other things that they show in with this as well. Oh, also PC Game Showcase. I forgot about PC Game Showcase. That's when I was ranking. That's right after the Xbox tomorrow. I have the PC Game Showcase above Future Game Showcase. So it would be Xbox, Summer, State of Play, PC Game Showcase, Future Game Showcase, and then a State of Unreal. That's where I would have the ranking. Because PC, you know you're gonna see some good looking games. I'm just gonna say that right now. And if the rumors are correct with Xbox, which we'll find out tomorrow, just saying, Steam on the Xbox, it won't matter. It won't matter because you know what comes with Steam? Mod support. We can get mods? Yeah. Basically, my thing is I hope they turn to, I kind of hope they turn to Xbox literally into just a mini effing PC. Real talk. I mean, it really, when you really think about it, that's what games are. Gaming consoles, they really are just mini PCs. But just saying, if they do and they can have Steam in on that from the store, oh my God. Oh my God. Do you know how bow that is at Sony? Do you know? They would be like, yeah, bow on Sony. PC games on it, boy. Lord have mercy. Hello? Oh, okay. At first, I thought I was watching this in a different language for a second. I seen the other language pop up, and I was like, wait a minute, I thought this was English. Whoa. All the NPCs aren't going to be Eve. No. I don't think it's going to be that crazy for The Witcher. I don't think so. We probably won't get that level until probably like Cyberpunk 2 or something. Real talk. Or depending on what GTA 6 looks like, because they've been very ambitious with talking about the NPCs in GTA 6. So, to be fair, what we see from GTA 6 NPCs is probably going to be about the standard of like, oh, this is like what the NPCs should be like. And then all the other games got to follow suit around. Especially when it comes to open world games or something like that. This show will at least be on the level of, I don't know if it'll be on the level of Summer. Like I said, I don't think so, but it just depends on what gets shown here. It really does. Like if they somehow pop off with an actual like random AAA game that wasn't at anything else, because you know some of these shows usually save like one big game. You know how it's like everyone can't get a slot in summer games, right? So they'll be like, oh, let me slot mine in on Xbox. Let me slot mine in on State of Play. Let me slot mine in at Future Game Showcase or the PC Game Showcase, or you know, somewhere around there. Hopefully a couple of them got here. A couple of them landed here. We see some hot fire, and I'm right about that ranking. If they add Steam, then lack of excuses made a little more sense. No, yeah, no. I would agree, because my thing is that would be like the biggest trade-off that I think an Xbox fan could ask for is, oh, Sony gets a couple of our games and that makes them happy and they shut the fuck up, and we just get Steam. We get access to all the Steam games. Every game that comes out on Steam, we get access to that. Is Spider-Man on Steam? How is that like one of the top searches too? Oh, Spider-Man Remastered and Spider-Man 2 are available on Steam. Is God of War's on Steam too, ain't it? It's on PC, right? It is. So you see what I'm going with? It would make sense why Xbox was giving up some of their exclusives to Sony when Sony directly wouldn't want their games on PlayStation, well, on Xbox, but since it's on Steam, it does technically go there, but it's not going from the Xbox one. I'm just saying, if I see that tomorrow, if I see that past this time tomorrow, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, bow! that is what Xbox just done to Sony. That would be insane. The category of games, by the way, also free games only on Steam that you don't need online to play, which by the way, you technically for the free games, I think now even on PlayStation, I think, right? That you don't need a subscription to play the free games that have multiplayer. Yeah. I gotta say, man. Ninja Gaiden 4? Wouldn't that be revealed at like Xbox or something like that? Yeah, I think that would be revealed at Xbox since Xbox did the Ninja Gaiden Black, and also that was in Game Pass like day one as well. So I would think that would probably be at Xbox, anything Ninja Gaiden related. Don't they own that studio? I think they own that studio. Pretty sure. But if something that big too was here and not at the Xbox one, then I'd be like, oh shit. Even that couldn't get a spot at Xbox's showcase? Oh shit. That's what I would do. Yeah, but that's like wishful thinking. That's like, I hope that that's the case. All right, music's off. And I'm gonna do that. Also, let me by the way, chat, how many copyrights you think I got on the last stream for Summer Games? How many you think I got? And damn it, just oh, that's deep. Wait, what? Did I get another one? Dog, that's crazy. Did I just get another copyright on that? I was dog. I'm over here disputing copyright claims, and literally looked to see that I got another one on it. By the way, it was five. Five. Yeah. Just so you know, I kept it all in because I love you. Yo, what's good? Jada in here? By the way, if you have, you know, if have you hit the like button? Have you? I mean, half of you have. For the other half, the like button. I know you're probably eating right now. I get it. I understand. Just take that napkin. If you don't have a napkin, you're using your damn shirt. What? Pick up the remote, click up, go over to the thumbs up, and then hit the like button, bro. That's all you gotta do. I'm helping you out. I'm just helping you, bro. We all here to watch games together. Okay. By the way, appreciate the ones that already done. Thank you. Well, technically 4 minutes left until. You know what? I What's the odds that they like open this show up with like a banger? Like, what's the odds? 13,000. Now, don't get me wrong. Like I said, it's not no Summer Games Fest or Xbox or State of Play and stuff like that, where you're gonna have, you know, hundreds of thousands of people watching it, or close to millions or so. But 2 minutes, that should probably spike a lot more. As you can see, the likes going up. That should probably spike a lot more. There might be like 30 something thousand people by the end, by maybe like high point, maybe watching, maybe 30, 40. And they also have another stream as well too. So it is split. All right, let me turn that up. That way you all will be able to hear everything that pops off. I hope they start out with a bang. I hope they give us like something insane, some insane new trailer right off the bat. And then we can go into everything else after that. 2 minutes 30. Get ready. Like it up. Predictions. I'm gonna say I have a feeling this is probably gonna be around maybe like a 6.8 showcase, unless we see something hype. Then it might go to like a 7.5. But I'm thinking like 6.8 or 6.9, like right under 7. That's my early prediction. Anything, if at the end of this, if it's over, if I give it over that, they did their thing. They did their thing. And like I said, when they get really hype trailers and stuff like that, they just solidify for like the next year. You'll be like, oh, summer future games show, that'll be there as well. Like, ooh, they did some hype stuff last year. It solidifies them getting more and more hype stuff. So I like it. And also when everybody's like reacting to it and watching it on their streams and everything, you know, give it a little more hype, give it a little more motion. Like, it needs it. Like, we need more games to be showcased, because to be fair with you, I wish we never lost E3. It was always like one of my dreams to go to E3 and be a part of this shit like live. And now it's like, I guess as an influencer or whatever, like you obviously got to be at a certain status to be invited to all these. So that is one of my dreams at some point, to get invited to one of these shows, whether it be Xbox, PlayStation. That'd be like my dream stuff. Let's go, chat. Let's go. Like it up. All trailers will be available in their narrative resolution on future games on YouTube channel. Like a stage.
Please welcome your hosts, Laura Bailey and Matt Mercer.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Future Game Show Summer Showcase. My name is Laura Bailey, though you probably know me best as Abby Anderson in The Last of Us Part 2, or as one of the cast members from Critical Role.
Indeed. And I'm Matt Mercer, the man behind many video game chaos merchants, such as Like a Dragon's Mad Dog Majima and Ganondorf from Tears of the Kingdom. But if it's a Thursday night, I also moonlight as Critical Role's debonair dungeon master, where Laura tries her best to test the very limits of my abilities and sanity.
And you love it. But we're here today joining forces for a very different reason. Exclusive video game trailers, and lots of them.
Indeed, and like a whole bunch
We like
of
to
role
hear that.
premieres, deep dives, and developer presentations. It's frankly an irresponsible amount of video game news that will be beamed directly into your brains for the next 90 minutes, so buckle up.
Don't make it sound so scary. This is gonna be fun. Just keep in mind that if you want to wishlist any of the cool games in today's show, then you can head to the dedicated Future Game Show's Steam page.
Indeed, and once the show's over, there'll be plenty of follow-up coverage on GamesRadar.com and the Future Game Show YouTube channel.
Well, I think that's all of the housekeeping out of the way. So let's kick things off with our very first world premiere.
Ooh, okay. Better be good.
Zafar, pull up NavTech.
Just a sec. Got it.
Taki. We gonna find out about your Kopang right quick, okay?
Turn that
Just
up a
want to
little
do
bit
him
for y'all.
justice. Stuck his neck out for us. Least we can do is get them out alive.
We've got big enough guns to make justice, all right?
Oh, Michael. To a man with a hammer, just about everything looks like a nail.
Aim for show.
Hey, I'ma take,
Time to say, oh yeah, with our hammer.
The chat on the
Missile
screen.
range in 1 minute.
Wait, still better for y'all.
Brace yourself.
Listen.
We're going for a spin. Zafar, did you get a signal?
After the large haul down this corridor, they shut down this part of the facility. Long time before our arrival.
Fine, let's deal with those guys first.
In your loader. They never look up. Zafar, you were right. They shut down this.
Hold on, I'm coming!
I'll cover you. The bird up high shall be thine eyes.
What the hell happened here?
Hey, buddy.
Glad you're still breathing.
Oh, shit. This looks good. Okay. Banger.
What a way to start the show! The Expanse Osiris Reborn is an action RPG crafted in Unreal Engine 5, where you can immerse yourself in the universe of the beloved TV series. Make sure it's on your wish lists.
Sounds pretty awesome. And we're treating you to another world premiere right now and swapping sci-fi for fantasy in the process. So let's take a look.
Bruh. Okay, they're starting off strong.
used to swear by my father's oath. To protect the wards is to protect our people. And if it claims our lives, what's one life lost for the sake of the many?
And now, what do you swear by today?
The only one that matters is my brother. And I will kill the people who took him from me.
Gives me that God of War vibes. Oh my God.
Rin, take my hand. Rin!
I hear not the clamor of conquerors. Pestilence must be purged.
Your father was right about one thing. The wards are breaking. And should we fail, it may spell another end.
Damn. Coming this summer? It is.
We're thrilled to reveal Echoes of the End, a narrative-driven fantasy adventure coming later this year.
But the fun doesn't stop there. Here's another world premiere.
It's important to note that this is your very first look at the game, but from what I can tell, there's evil residing in these woods.
Bro, 2 bangers back to back? All right, they might be doing. Not gonna lie to you, they might be doing. If we get 3 bangers back to back to back. I know this ain't Silent Hill. It can't be, because it was in third person. This is Japan. Whispers in the Fog. So is it like a walking simulator? Has it got little horror elements or what? I mean, yeah, it looks good, but...
An isolated cabin in the woods. What could possibly go wrong? That was your first look at Whispers in the Fog.
It's a psychological horror game from a supremely talented solo developer. Be sure to give it a wish list if you like what you see.
And next up, we've got a trailer for an open-world action RPG based on the beloved anime, The Seven Deadly Sins. Let's check it out.
Oh, we're gonna get to see some stuff for this? We seen this trailer for it yesterday. So for the ones that wanted a follow-up, here we go. I am interested though. Oh, that's right. No,
The
no.
Seven Deadly
Xbox,
Sins
but you never
Origin
know.
is coming soon to PC and PS5, but you can pre-register now at 7origin.netmarble.com.
Okay, it's time to learn about what's coming in Season 7 of free-to-play Destructo shooter, The Finals. Let's take a look.
Didn't somebody say something about the finals? I feel like somebody said something about the finals. May have been in their chat. Already pre-registered for the game?
Where have you been? Then just stick around.
And not that you need any more reasons, but it's time to move on and talk about Herdling, a shepherd simulator with a whole lot of soul. Let's find out when you
What the
can
hell
get your
just
hands
happened?
on it.
Bro, look, all right, that wasn't just me. It skipped. Bro, they skipped the finals, bro. Damn, who hit the button and said next? Oh, damn, that's tough. I don't know what happened, man, but that was tough. That was very tough. Listen, if you're just coming in right now, just hit that like button for you. All right. Actually, yeah. We only got 16 likes on this. My God, that's hit the like button, bro. Damn. Coming summer. Steam demo.
Herdling launches later this year, but you can try guiding those adorable calicorns right now by
I
downloading
can't
the
believe
demo,
they skipped the
which is
finals,
out
or
now
the
on
glitch
Steam.
happened on the finals and not
What's
this.
next, Laura?
That's crazy.
Sleep Awake, which is anything but cute. It's a first-person psychedelic thriller that explores the realm between slumber and death. This game is helmed by Corey Davis of Spec Ops, The Line, and Robin Fink of Nine Inch Nails.
Oh, let's take a closer look then.
I cannot sleep. I cannot sleep. I must not sleep.
Come along. This way.
You're not ignoring me now, dear, are you? This is all perfectly natural.
I am awake!
Resisting the inevitable comes at a cost.
Oh, this is gonna have some nightmare fuel.
Give me your eyes, dear.
Did that
Sleep
interest any
Awake
of
is
y'all?
coming soon, so drop it on your wish lists.
We've got a developer presentation for Eriksholm, The Stolen Dream, up next. It's a cinematic isometric stealth game set in the year 1900.
Oh, isn't that the year you were born?
Stealth
I am
game.
a few months younger than you, Laura.
I don't think so. No.
I must find her
He's all I've got.
before he does.
Eriksholm is a game set in kind of a fantasy version of the early 1900s, and it has a Scandinavian theme style to it. I would describe it as a stealth
Oh, it's one
puzzle
of
game
those.
with a very
Like the top-down
strong
ones. I didn't
emphasis
even-
on
I didn't even
story, where you
peep that.
play up to 3 playable characters that you switch between, and they have their own special abilities that you need to use together
That's
to
interesting.
kind of
How
solve
the hell he not see
situations
her?
and puzzles in a kind of interlaced way where everyone's involved.
It's in the setting of a Scandinavian nature, which not only resonates with me, but with the rest of the world, because it's so unique. It's always nice to see something new that people can relate to.
So I've worked a lot with like lighting and 3D rendering, cinematic lighting, stuff like that. So Anders showed me the rendering of one of the movies. It just floored me. I thought it was so beautiful. Then he said, okay, so Theo, what I want from you is I want you to make this look even better.
We play tested the game a lot, and what people usually say is that it feels like I'm playing a movie, but in a great way. Reborn Games was based
that's
on
not a bad thing to
the
say
idea that if you have the right mix of people, then perhaps a really small team can still make something that's actually pretty cool.
How is this made by 16 people? Like, why is this quality so high?
A little now and then, I sit down on the couch and I just enjoy a fresh build. And the story just gets to perform. You're just drawn right in. It's a magical feeling.
I'm really excited for players to just discover this world. Eriksholm is coming to Xbox, PlayStation, Steam, and Epic Games Store. And we have an exclusive trailer that we're about to show you that will reveal the release date. I hope you enjoy.
Shadow drop. July 15th. This year, though.
Thank you so much to our friends at Reborn Games for that window into the world of Eriksholm. It's coming to PC, Xbox, and PS5 on July 15th.
So go wishlist it on Steam or the Epic Games Store. All right, now we've got a new trailer for a cel-shaded shooter with gameplay inspired by the Stalker series. Here's the latest trailer for the Explorator.
Cool art style. That's a pretty cool art style, not gonna lie. Early access available now on PC. What y'all think about it? It all right or no? Yay or nay? Yay or nay? Or...
The Explorator is launching into early access today, so go check it out on Steam and support the developers on the road to launch.
Constance is up next, a Metroidvania where you wield the power of a paintbrush to escape a decaying inner world.
Relevant to my interests.
It's aight. Hey, for the ones that like Silk On, is this up your alley right here? Kind of giving me that Silk On vibes. What did I say, Jenkins? November 24th. Hey, that's close to my birthday. That's pretty cool.
Constance is coming to PC on November 24th, but there's a demo available on Steam if you want to go give it a go after the show.
Those of you who have tuned in before will know that during the Every Future Game Show, we create a trio of deep dives into some of the most exciting upcoming games. Our ones to watch, you could say.
First game we're tackling for the summer showcase is Titan Quest II. Now, fans have been waiting since 2006 for a sequel to Iron Lore's cult classic action RPG, and the good news is, it's right around the corner.
So let's dig into the details with the help of Grimlore Games.
Word? 27, baby.
Tell us the whole story. Tell us about hope.
Titan Quest II is kind of your Diablo-esque action RPG, but it's set in ancient Greek mythology. You really can immerse yourself in what you associate Greece with. You'll be fighting these mythological monsters, some of which we came up with ourselves, some of which are from Titan Quest I. Greek mythology also has become very much part of pop culture in the last 2 decades. Some other games have had great success with this, and we thought that we have this great IP on our hands, why not use it? In Titan Quest II, you'll be playing as a rather unknown hero character. You're not really a hero yet. You're honestly just training to be a capable fighter. You have a master called Aristano. She's from Sparta and used to be a priestess of Nemesis, as you'll find out later. You will build up your own worth over time as you prove yourself in front of the gods. Gameplay-wise, Titan Quest II is very much a classic ARPG, but we've got our own twists in there with like the mastery system, for example, where you merge 2 masteries into one instead of just being given classes. So you have to find these little entanglements that you can have between the 2 masteries, these synergies, and make the best use of them possible.
Hey, if it does Diablo better than Diablo, sign me up.
Mixed classes is something we support quite a lot, actually. But the core fantasy stuff, just a tanky warrior, of course you're going to have that. You can take your character in many directions, and choice is at the core of our game. Your abilities will be modifiable, so each of them has like these several modifier choices that you can equip into your skill. This is our little innovation in this space. We are not going to be doing any microtransactions in this game because we don't believe in that form of monetization in general. We will be doing traditional DLCs, however. So after the 1.0 launch, we'll be putting out larger DLC packs, which will include additional chapters, so more content in general, bosses, creatures, areas.
Did I hear that
and
right?
Masteries, of course.
We don't believe in microtransactions.
Coming to Steam Early Access very soon. You can wishlist it now already, and we're looking for a summer timeline for this, and then later the other platforms.
That's pretty cool. You notice ain't nothing been saying like Nintendo on it?
Titan Quest II is coming soon, and you can wishlist it on Steam or the Epic Games Store. Wait, legendary actor Yui Lowenthal?
The Spider-Man to my MJ? What are you doing here?
Hey guys. Hey man. I was just, wandering the sound stages, taking in the sights and smells, and then I heard you guys making noise about video games out here, and I thought I'd join in.
Okay, well, I mean, since you're already here, why don't you take the next trailer?
Well,
right?
I mean, if that's okay with you guys, I don't
No, it's great. Work your magic. We'll just be over here.
All right. Got you. Well, get ready, folks, because it's time for another world premiere. This one's a follow-up to a beloved puzzle adventure that launched back in 2020.
I have seen things that should be forgotten. I've tried to escape my past. I've had enough of death and madness. But the world is changing. Some now search for answers in the far reaches of the world.
Just Dance? I don't think I've ever heard somebody actually say that.
For shocking secrets and dizzying marvels. For there lies upon this world of man a mocking and incredible shadow out of time.
Oh, never mind. There's a switch too. That's the first one.
Call of the Elder Gods, starring yours truly, is a Lovecraftian narrative puzzle adventure coming soon to PC and consoles. So get it on your wish lists ASAP.
So you weren't just wandering the lot then?
I mean, I was, but then, you know, it's called marketing, Matt.
Yeah, Matt. Classic marketing.
Classic.
Anyway.
All right, catch you later.
Bye,
I gotta
Yuri.
wander.
That's going good.
Hell yeah, thanks for coming, man.
Bye.
See you, bye.
Rayman.
Okay, so while I go make sure there's no other voice actors hiding on set, we'll throw it out to some back-to-back trailers.
I'll stay here.
Free bio course. How hard could it be? Hard.
We found paradise. We got company.
Who won? Ain't no way. Ain't no way. I ain't doing it again. I ain't doing it again.
Adventure coming soon to PC and consoles. So get it on your wish lists ASAP.
So you weren't just wandering the lot then?
I mean, I was, but then,
I'm sorry.
you know, it's called
Excuse
marketing,
me?
Matt.
Yeah, Matt. Classic marketing.
Classic.
Anyway.
All right, catch you later.
Bye,
I gotta
Yuri.
wander.
Hell yeah, thanks for coming, man.
Bye.
See you, bye.
Oh.
Okay, so
This
while I go
isn't-
make sure there's no other voice actors hiding on set.
You know what?
We'll throw it out to some
I
back-to-back
don't think
trailers.
this is
I'll stay here.
an accident. I think this is
Free bio
intentional.
course. How hard could it be?
I think this is intentional. Bro.
Hard.
We found paradise. We got company.
They hit me with the same damn thing twice. I want you to know that. They hit me with the same damn thing twice.
It's like
if
Capture
it
the
doesn't-
Flag on crack.
Welcome to Veil of the Witch, a turn-based tactical RPG.
Something's going on.
with a
There's
roguelike twist.
there's about to be a big reveal.
You play as Ash, a
sometime
shipwrecked
in this
castaway with no
in this show,
memories
probably
and a
right at
big-ass
the end or
sword.
something.
Let's see if I remember how to use it.
For sure,
5 years
is
after
about to
a
happen because
civil war,
they looped that
you
twice.
wake up trapped on a mysterious island filled with monsters,
Chat, get ready.
cultists,
We might
and
be
a
in
whole
for
lot of
something
zombies.
pretty big.
Suffice to say, this whole island is madhouse.
I don't think so.
Combat in Veil of the Witch is built for
I'm kind of getting
hardcore
excited for this
tactics
because I
fans,
wasn't
with an emphasis on
expecting
speed
that. They
and
already showed
brutality.
like a bunch of
That means a small
nice
party,
game.
tight battle maps, and enemies that can drop you in just a few hits.
It could be Smash, bro. Why would they?
To stand a chance, you'll have to master each
feel like they would've
ally's
showed
unique
that at-
kit, whether that's frontliner Marco, glass cannon
Summer
caster
Games or
Laurent, or backstabbing cutthroat Emile. All your abilities work on a
Yeah,
cooldown,
it's definitely
so you'll
gonna
have
be
to
the very
think
last
smart
reveal,
and
but
learn
we've
to
already
juggle.
been on
You can also level up and
I mean, it's
unlock
only been like
new
30
skills
minutes
right
into
in the
this
middle of battle.
showcase so far.
Surrounding this
And
rock
we've already
solid
had 2
core is
loops.
a branching roguelike structure focused on skill in the face of unpredictable challenges. Face off against cool bosses.
Kofi for Last Ronin. Wouldn't that have been wasn't that a PlayStation?
Get your shit wrecked. Then head back to town, where you can unlock upgrades, chat with allies, craft equipment, and more. And if you're real nasty, take on Trials mode for bigger challenges and better rewards. Fight, die, rise again, stronger, then come back and conquer. Lost Eidolons, Veil of the Witch.
Smash.
Early access available now on Steam.
There's Nintendo
and coming
Switch.
soon to Xbox, PS5, and Nintendo Switch.
So that's like maybe what, 2 games so far that's had like Nintendo? 2 or 3? This definitely has Nintendo written all over it. If this ain't on Nintendo, something's wrong. Splatoon bot, it is. You know, be dope. We need a 3D Mega Man game.
Can anyone hear me?
Dispatch to Unit 1. There's an ongoing fire.
Can I show what it was on?
Dispatch, copy. Supply line ready.
Break that door open!
Let me get that sturdy Halligan first.
My clothes are about to catch fire!
Get an attack line in there!
Gotta go scout the area. That was close.
Cat, you're good? Found one of the victims.
Please, get me out of here.
Heroes. The
You
world
just gonna
is
stand there while the house is burning?
Sons and daughters of farmers with too much bravery and not enough wisdom, so some say.
And did it just loop again?
What is a hero without a princess to save? Without dragons to slay?
Did he just skip again?
Nothing. That's where you come in. As an agent at the Bureau of Fantastical and Arcane Affairs, you will ensure everything is as it should be for the hero's arrival.
Inside this cave, you'll find a
Aura farming?
According
In
to
the middle
our
of a damn
reports,
burning house?
Is a complete and utter embarrassment to the story.
Doing way too much.
The book is
There's a
titled
difference between
Hell
aura
Gates
farming
and
and being
You,
stupid.
Your First Ritual Sacrifice.
As it turns out, putting the soul of a demon inside of a skeleton is a touch more tricky than you might imagine.
Nah, Halo ain't gonna be here. That's an Xbox thing.
Dispatch to Unit 1. There's an ongoing fire.
Unit 1 to dispatch, copy. Supply line ready.
Break that door open!
Yeah, it's got to be with a game. Yeah, it has to be. There has to be some kind of gameplay that's gonna go crazy at the end and be the reason why it's looped.
As an agent at the Bureau
I'm trying to think of a game
Fantastical and Arcane
that
Affairs,
loops.
you will ensure everything is as it should be for the hero's
I know it ain't
arrival.
Portals.
Inside this cave, you'll find
It wouldn't be Portals.
According to our reports, is a complete and utter embarrassment to the story.
What could it be?
The book is titled Hell Gates and You, Your First Ritual Sacrifice.
As it turns
This has to
out,
be an
putting the
intention.
soul of a demon inside of a skeleton is a touch more tricky than you might imagine.
We, the members of the United Builders Union of Enchanted Settlements,
Single summon,
hereby
I see.
announce a strike, effective.
We in a genjutsu?
It's the inspector, here with their cushy job and
I
their
mean,
clipboard that
that would be
decides if
another
we
crazy
have to
reveal.
do
A
more
new
work.
Naruto
A
game.
dragon attack? That is not in the budget.
But what is a story without a good
Wreck
hero at its
Fest?
helm?
I don't know why the hell it
With
would be that.
one unsanctimonious swing, you lop his head off. It hardly felt good, but incompetent evil is still evil.
What is that, like, what, four loops now?
We are happy to welcome you, our newest agent.
4
to
loops
the
is
court.
crazy.
Wish list Bureau of Fantastical and Arcane Affairs today.
Oh, that's one for the critters. The Bureau of Fantastical and Arcane Affairs is coming later this year.
And now for something completely different. This one's for the fans of shooters, anime, and Y2K aesthetics.
That's me.
Are we gonna skip this one? Is that a razor? She got a razor? Man, I ain't had one of them since like 2009 or 10.
But what is a story without a good
Oh, there it
hero,
is.
he said.
All right. All right, it looped again, so that's 5.
Sanctimonious swing, you lop
That's
his head
5.
off.
That's 5
Darby
times
felt
it's
good,
looped.
but incompetent evil is still evil.
Editing team, consider this your servant's pay. That is hilarious. If it legitly is the editing team that messed up on this,
Wish list the Bureau of Fantastical and Arcane Affairs
that's
today.
crazy. But if it's
That's one
legitly
for the
like
critters. The Bureau of Fantastical
calls
and
for
Arcane
a
Affairs
game?
is coming later this year.
And now for
But they're
something
not-
completely different.
now that I'm
This
thinking
one's
about
for
it,
the
they're
fans of
not
shooters,
interacting
anime,
with this
and
whatsoever at all.
Y2K aesthetics.
They're not saying like, "Hey, why is this doing?" I mean, it literally 100% could be just incompetence. I still can't believe she had a razor. Wait.
Waifu Tactical Force is a 3v3 anime shooter coming soon to PC, but you can jump into the open playtest on Steam after the show.
Now we've got a trailer for an action platformer inspired by the ancient art of paper folding. Let's take a look at Hiroami.
How the hell did they start out so amazing and then it's going downhill? Either because of it's got to be because of the editing team, right? There's got to be something messed up. There's no way this many times now, and they're not revealing the game. Yeah, like how did they start so crazy good? It was like they started out with a bang, bro. Like, what was it, like 3 bangers? Back to back to back. Got me going bang, bang, bang. And it's slowly. I looked away and I thought that was Sonic for a second. I'm just waiting to see if it loops at this point. Good Lord, I'm glad this ain't take a shot of vodka every time it's looped. There'll be some people right now.
Hiroami is coming to PC and PS5 on September 3rd. Fold it into your wish lists on
it
Steam
won't be,
and the
but
Epic Game Store. And check
that
out
is
the free
crazy.
demo, which is available on Steam.
Okay, time for an update on Eve Frontier. This is CCP Games' Spacebound Survival MMO.
The hype was at the beginning. Hopefully this is bringing it back.
Eve Frontier is an invitation for everyone that have had the idea in their brain to make a game. And often the best way to make a game is to start and modify an existing game. We have now created an MMO server-side modding platform, and we offer an invitation to you to come and build with us. You can build tools, you can build worlds, you can do so many things. And this is a great way to start your game development adventure by sort of playing around in the amazing survival space horror sandbox we have created. When we made Team Online, we very much wanted to make a sandbox experience where most of the things and the infrastructure in the game would actually be built by players. But we did build quite a bit of it ourselves. Seeing what emerged from EVE, especially when it comes to the third-party development ecosystem, we could actually give a lot more agency to players to literally build the world. So as we go through this process of stripping down to a survival game, we are on the other hand building up an amazing modding platform. Basically what eFrontier enables third-party developers is to mod the actual server, creating additional software that both reads and writes the world state. And that, I think, will enable something truly astounding that has never been seen before. But this is very much inspired by the third-party ecosystem that is developed around EVE Online. We are basically supercharging that with the smart assemblies and the modding platform we're built into Frontier. And what we have seen so far in our various hackathons and events, and what we've just seen in the sort of builder community
I feel like
overall,
they're cooking with this,
absolutely
but at the same time,
delivers on that vision in spades.
I'm not gonna build no worlds, but I feel like they cook with this. Like there's gonna be a lot of people that use this. Jump Force 2, hell no.
Founder access for eFrontier is available now, and you can head to efrontier.com to jump in and find out more. What's up next, Laura?
We have a brand new trailer for Formula Legends, an arcade racing game that covers the history of motorsport.
Arcade racing? I mean, damn, this looked like it could go on the damn Switch too. I don't know. Y'all rocking with this? If I want to see another racing game, give me Midnight Club. Give me a new Midnight Club, baby. That shit would go hard. Or Need for Speed Underground 1 and 2 remake? Delicious. How many of y'all grew up playing Need for Speed, bro?
Formula Legends is racing towards release on PC and consoles, but you can play the demo now on Steam and also wishlist it on Steam or the Epic Game Store. But for now, let's keep it rolling with our Ones to Play section, which is a future game show staple. It's a montage of exciting games that you can play on Steam right after the show.
So if you like what you're looking at, don't hesitate to download a demo and dig in.
First up is Catastrophe. This is an action roguelike where you play as a kitty abducted by aliens and repel enemies with your trusty sidekick, the Star Cursor. Players can mod Polo's abilities to settle on a unique playstyle and pick their route through a series of interstellar environments.
Next up, we've got Phase Zero, a survival horror throwback with fixed cameras and immersive pre-rendered environments. A menacing illness has descended on the town of Flint Peak. Can you solve puzzles and tango with monsters to make it out alive?
We're trying to be Resident Evil so bad.
Or what about Bloodgrounds? It's a gladiatorial roguelike with a city builder twist. You'll recruit, train, and command a crew of warriors in strategic turn-based battles, then develop a coastal city in the interim. Carve your name into the annals of history and spill buckets of blood in the process.
Last but not least, we've got How to Escape, Lost Submarine. With one player on PC or console and the other using a mobile companion app, you'll communicate and collaborate to complete puzzles and stop the outbreak of war. No pressure. That was our Ones to Play montage. Be sure to follow up on anything that caught your eye.
But let's keep on sailing with another exclusive trailer for a naval combat simulator set in the late 18th century.
That's why I said it tried to be like Resident Evil too much. You didn't know about this? Oh, really? You watching the Xbox showcase, right?
Every voyage begins with a plan.
What you got for me? What you got for me?
A vision etched on parchment. Foretelling glory.
That ain't no Assassin's Creed.
Or downfall.
Yeah, that's not Assassin's
Creed. It is in our
Creed,
nature to conquer what others fear. Death and dishonor. Fame and fortune. The life of a sea captain is one of duty and relentless pursuit.
Yeah, it was Lord Bailey.
True riches are not in gold and jewels, but in the stories we bring back and the legend we become. We arrive, but never at our final destination.
Wait, is this about to be a good pirate game?
So we chart our next course. We sail. We fight. We endure. For the voyage is life. And life is the voyage.
Pirate E-game?
Join the crew today on Kickstarter.
Interesting on that one.
Check out the funding drive for Ahoy at ahoy.gg/Kickstarter. And you can also wishlist the game on Steam or the Epic Games Store.
It does look interesting.
The Spotlight montage is up next, so say goodbye
I don't
to
think the
our
Xbox
corporeal
showcase is going to be dry.
And hello to our disembodied voices.
What Matt means to say with that Gothic vocabulary is that we'll be back on stage once we've talked you through some super cool games.
That's what I meant. Flickshot Rogues is a turn-based strategy roguelike where you trade tactical trick shots for devastating damage. Across the constantly shifting Cartoon Peninsula, players will trigger explosive combos and commit to game-changing upgrades. It's coming to PC later this year. You can try it for yourself ahead of time by checking out the free demo on Steam.
No, we definitely need to see Blade.
Under Par Golf Architect.
Believe me,
an
tomorrow
all-in-one
is going to be the
simulator
day
where you
where
mold terrain to create
the blue
world-class
background
courses
is gone
and, then try
and it's
them
a
out
green
firsthand.
background.
As well as placing the green
Like,
and
we are
obstacles
going
between,
to have some
you'll manage staff, budgets, and customers on your way to crafting a golfer's paradise. It's coming soon to PC and consoles.
yeah.
But you can wishlist it now on Steam or the Epic Games Store.
Ascends to Zero is up next.
Super cool.
It's a hack and slash roguelike where you play as the last surviving human of a devastated
We're not seeing no Blade. I don't know about that.
Unfortunate predicament.
I don't know.
It's time to anticipate attacks and
they've got
topple
time
voxel monsters.
To give some kind of
Zero
trailer.
is coming soon to PC, but in the
Out the funding drive for Ahoy at ahoy.gg/Kickstarter.
It did it again.
And you can also wishlist the game on Steam or the
even
Epic
if
Games
it's
Store.
a situation where we only see
so say goodbye to
just
our corporeal
another
bodies
trailer and no
hello to our
gameplay trailer,
disembodied voices.
understand. Well, we see
What
any
Matt
kind of
means to say with
gameplay.
that Gothic vocabulary is that we'll be back on stage once we've talked you through some super cool games.
6 times, by the way. 6 times. Yeah, for the Xbox.
Flickshot Rogues is a turn-based strategy roguelike where you trade tactical trick shots for devastating damage. Across the constantly shifting Cartoon Peninsula, players will trigger explosive combos
At first,
and commit to
I was
game-changing
thinking,
upgrades.
damn, this might be tied into a game.
You can try it for yourself ahead of time by checking out the free demo on Steam.
Now let's take a look at Under Par Golf Architect, an all-in-one simulator where you mold terrain to create world-class courses and then try them out firsthand. As well as placing the green and obstacles between, you'll manage staff, budgets, and customers on your way to crafting a golfer's paradise.
Yeah,
it's coming soon to
see
PC
something about
and
Gears
consoles,
selection. Maybe
but you
even
can wishlist it now on
I don't know if we'll
Steam
see
or
anything
the
new
Epic Games
Gears
Store.
related.
Ascends to Zero is up next. It's a hack
If we
and
do,
slash
that's big.
roguelike where you
That's a
play
big
as
plus.
the last
Still
surviving
waiting to see if we
human of a
get Fallout
devastated world.
Remastered too.
To help with that
Shadow Drop.
unfortunate predicament, you can freeze time to anticipate attacks and topple
It's working
voxel
on
monsters.
Twitch. Wait,
Ascend
so
Zero is coming soon to
it never
PC,
skipped on
but in
Twitch,
the
just on
meantime,
YouTube?
You can check out the free demo on Steam and drop it onto your wish lists.
I don't know how much longer this show is. I don't know if it's
Or
only an
how
hour.
about
I think it might
Animal
only be an
Kind?
hour.
This is a
And
cozy
if that's the
cooperative
case, it's only
town
got like
building
8
game where
minutes
you
left.
play as a crew of adorable critters in mech suits. Players will use their industrial-grade opposable thumbs to scavenge the landscape for materials and establish a community of cute creatures. Animal Kind is coming soon to PC. But if you head to the Steam page, you can sign up for the alpha
Damn, you could have
playtest,
fooled
which is
me. I thought that
arriving
was the
in
Switch
July.
game.
Next up
Not
is
gonna lie.
Don't Wake the Beast, but the developers have sent over an intricate overview, so I'll sit this one out.
Hi, my name is Timek. I'm the game designer and producer behind Don't Wake the Beast. Don't Wake the Beast is a stealth
Okay.
roguelike
What
in
happened?
which your goal is to steal as many treasures as possible and run away from the beast.
The
The
Gears
tricky part
remastered.
is that each treasure has its weight, and the more you pick up, the more noise you generate. But when you fail, there's always another run.
No,
My game
just
will
not
feature
another
4
Fallout, a
biomes,
remake Fallout.
all with unique mechanics and beasts.
3.
It's scheduled
Pretty
to
much the
release
same
in
way that they made
2026.
Oblivion remake.
We're
but,
rounding things
Fallout.
out with Worship, a cultist simulator where you try your best to bring about the end of the world. Inspired by Pikmin, this cute and creepy multiplayer roguelite tasks you with performing blood rites and recruiting followers to please the old ones. It's coming soon to PC, and you can wishlist it on Steam.
That was our Spotlight montage. We hope you enjoyed the Summer Showcase selection. Laura?
Oh, it's time for an update on Scum, the survival shooter with poop mechanics.
What?
Not as in like they're bad, no. Just like you have to manage your bowel movements to survive.
Oh, I might actually
Wait, what?
learn something. I love video games.
Peggy 18.
Squad-based survival shooter where you dodge deadly dinosaurs. Here's the latest trailer for Deathground.
I ain't got no words
Deadly
for that last
dinosaur on
game.
the loose in Deathground. Whether you dare to enter solo or in a squad of up to 4 players, you must do everything you can to survive in these dinosaur-infested, abandoned facilities.
Could you survive? Hi, we're Jaw Drop Games, the indie dev team behind Deathground.
The main threat you'll need to avoid is the raptors, specifically Utah raptors. So unlike velociraptors, which are much smaller, they measure around 7 feet tall. I'm about 5'3", so that's a pretty menacing height comparison for me.
We spent most of our development time taming them, and it's been a huge challenge because...
How do you get something that size with that tail to behave all in multiplayer?
Exactly. Of course, there'll be other dinosaurs for you to deal with. The #1 culprit for causing chaos is the Compsognathus, aka the Compy.
What might look like a decent hiding space for you as players might actually be a refuge for these little creatures, putting the terror in territory.
As for other species, you may spot the Allosaurus, Brachiosaurus, and Triceratops roaming around in the background.
And the next thing you know, you're being chased by a Tyrannosaurus Rex.
There are multiple maps and missions that will be playable at launch. Mission Command, the single-player tutorial and introduction level.
Geothermal, where you'll need to repair everything so you can restart the power plant.
Agricultural, which has become a little bit overgrown and it is in need of some weeding.
And biomedical, which is my personal favourite, where you'll have to sneak in and steal raptor eggs. You know, for science.
Each mission is replayable and is an important piece of the puzzle. Each detail or collectible that you come across will help you unlock the lore and discover the truth about the disastrous events of the past.
Deathground is launching on Steam Early Access this year. Keep a lookout for our roadmap.
Deathground is launching into Steam Early Access later this year. Keep an eye out for roar news on that front.
I am refusing to acknowledge that pun, so let's move on with our second Ones to Watch deep dive, shall we? Here's Rogue Factor to tell us more about the studio's new weird action-adventure game, Hell Is Us.
What happened here? Madness and hatred and lots of it.
Hi everyone, my name is Jonathan Jacques Bellatet, and I am the Executive Creative Director and Executive Art Director on Hell Is Us here at Rogue Factor. So the game that we've been developing for pretty much almost 5 years now is a game called Hell is Us. So the game is definitely like an action-adventure game.
It is set in the world of Adia. It's a rogue state where there's a lot of really weird things happening. You play Remy. He was born there.
I'm sorry, did
was
Bro's
raised in a
double
foster
chin have
system
a
in
triple
Canada,
chin?
And he's going back basically to find answers.
This thing that games do now, contemporary games.
Was that
where,
man turkey neck?
The adventuring is just, if you think about it, the exploration and the discovery, they're only there by theme. You had just been following marker after marker, and until the last marker is over your actual thing you needed to find. Almost all the variables connected to the exploration and connected to your discovery are given to you in a silver platter. So we look at it kind of like the inverse in our game because we got rid of all these things.
I remember chatting with John about the old Zelda games, how it was straightforward and like you had just enough to know where to go, but not too much.
It's basically how life works if you think about it, right? We basically orient ourselves by sight and hearing and what people tell us, right?
Once in the woods, follow the wind chimes. They will lead the way through.
You talk to NPCs and they're literally going to tell you a clue, right? So Rebecca.
I'm not gonna lie, this does look good. This does have
hints you where the
some,
Owen convoy, the direction that it took. She says, I don't know where they went exactly, but I know they took the road that goes behind the weird monuments. And she says, you can see them from here. And as you're talking to her, behind her, quite far, you see some peculiar monument-looking thing. You're like, is that what she's talking about? Like, is that if I go and then you go there and you see the road that turns and it's maybe the convoy did come here. I think that's kind of very unique and it works really well. Like any game, especially a game of almost 40 hours, sometimes it works better than others. You know, no game is absolutely perfect, but it's very much it's the joy of exploration, the joy of discovery. Yeah.
The Abbey is closed. Official AAF business.
Of course, we can't talk about Hell is Us without talking about our monsters. And the enemies, the limbic entities, are physical manifestations of human emotions, of human negative emotions. What does an emotion look like? Who knows? So we had many iterations. We ended up with these kind of like fractally, geometrically thingies, you know. So we have grief, ecstasy, terror, and rage. So the Hollow Walker represents a bit, so it's just a husk. That's why we call it the Hollow Walker. And it's a bit like a facsimile of a human being who's felt this very strong negative emotion. And then they look like that because we tried a lot of things and they ended up looking like this, you know. So you'll be able to play Hell is Us on September 4th, 2025 on Xbox Series X and S, PlayStation 5, and obviously PC.
Wishlist it now because Hell is Us is coming to PC and consoles on September 4th.
All right, I think we're due another world premiere, don't you? This one's an action-adventure set in a drop-dead gorgeous cartoon world.
And it stars some very familiar faces.
Wait, is it us?
Maybe. Let's throw to someone who knows while I take this totally real phone call. Hello? Hi.
Hey, Laura. Hey, Matt. I'm super excited to be back on the Future Game Show where I belong, and you are doing a fantastic job. Like I said to the producers when I was hosting, if you strike me down, this is live, isn't it? So yeah, New Tales reached out, and I am officially in their game. Actually, seeing you just reminded me, they're looking for a killer writer who can also perform. Let me call Jasmine. Look, it's fine. You're doing great for time. Hey, Jazz.
Hi, Sam.
I've got a really cool gig. Want to join me in a game? If we're both in, I'm pretty sure Matt and Laura will be on board too.
Yeah, sure. I'll be in a game with you. But only if you're coming to the D&D group next week, because our party could really use a barbarian.
All right. I guess we're all doing this. That was easy. So let's check out exactly what we're getting ourselves into.
Is it weird that I'm like cool, but I'm cool on it?
That's right. We're joining Samantha Bayard, yes, Karlak herself, and the awesome Jasmine Bular in Fading
Like,
Echo,
I can see
coming to
people liking
PCs
this,
and consoles next year.
And you can wishlist it today on Steam or the Epic Game Store. Go, 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 go.
We got another block of back-to-back trailers up next. Let's
No,
dig
it's
in.
definitely not worse than Unreal.
We have been blessed to live in times of peace, but our city is not without its enemies.
Dragon Ball Z Dokkan battle song.
The demons above, and the beasts below.
All right, I'm pumped. Let's do this.
You're going to be bishops too?
Through Shale, all things are possible.
It's time the three of you learn the true purpose of the bishops. Listen up.
We recruit from the finest soldiers in the church, and still, 1 out of every 3 bishops doesn't make it past the first year.
Does it get easier after that?
We gave you those robes for a reason.
I didn't look
Damn,
fair.
I love the church.
I feel like I used to play a game like this on Nintendo. Like the original Nintendo. Yeah, the original Nintendo. I really do. What, almost Mega Man? I thought that was going in a different route there, but I was like, man, is this dude's arm got to be turned into a cannon? Play now? Oh, on it. Oh, okay. On everything said Nintendo. Thought it would be on Nintendo. It is what it is.
We're back, and you can wishlist all of those games by heading to
the Future Game Show Steam page.
The Future Game Show's Steam page.
With that out of the way, it's time for a spine-tingling closer look at the next game from the minds behind Until Dawn.
Directive 8020 is about a deep space mission to save humanity and the shape-shifting alien who gets in the way. Let's throw it over to Supermassive Games to find out more.
Yeah, they could cook here.
To do this, just lower the gun.
I do like these games.
Until you move from the scanner.
Oh.
Those things can change shape.
I feel like John Carpenter's The Thing.
Don't you ever point that thing at me again.
Scan complete. Subject unidentifiable.
We need urgent assistance. Please. Help us.
But what if that went differently? Hey, I'm Will Doyle, Creative Director on Directive 8020, and I'm here to share with you a new feature that we've added for the first time in a Dark Pictures game. Turning Points is a new narrative system which allows you to go back and change the outcome of your choices. As with all our games, Directive 8020 has a branching story with multiple endings. You'll be able to track the choices and paths that you've taken in the game and see alternate paths that link to each of the major decisions that you've made. With Turning Points, you can rewind to a pivotal point or decision, collect missing collectibles, or see how different choices would have played out. By the same token, your actions matter in our games. If you want to live by your decisions, there's also a survivor mode setting that prevents you from rewinding, but still lets you view the decision tree. Turning Points will be available both digitally and physically for all copies of the game from when you start your very first mission.
This looks like it's gonna be pretty good. Yeah, for October, yeah, you're right.
Directive 8020 introduces the ability to rewind and change your choices to see the consequences in each branching path.
It's coming to PC, PlayStation, and Xbox in 2025, and if it's not on your wish list already, go fix that.
Our next game is just as scary, but for entirely different reasons. Cairn is a death-defying climbing simulator with a meticulous control scheme. Here's the game makers to tell you more.
Come on,
Cairn
bro.
is what we call a survival climber.
I get it.
Your
This is
goal
gonna
is
be
to
like
climb
one
a
of them
mountain
stream games that's
and
probably
reach a
gonna
summit
blow
no
up
one has
because
ever conquered.
somebody's
You
gonna
can
be
climb
here for like
almost anywhere.
36
and the
hours
climbing
live
mechanics are highly
streaming,
realistic.
trying to
You'll
climb
need
up
to
a damn
carefully
mountain.
manage your
I get
balance
it.
and stamina.
But at the same time,
Make a mistake and you'll fall and get hurt.
From it.
For the first time, we are also showing what it's like to climb at high altitudes. When you get up there,
yeah, Silent Hill
you'll face ice walls that require you to use ice axes and spikes. But don't think you can just jam your tools into the ice. Ice climbing is precise. You'll need to aim for cracks and edges
that leg
to get a
is
solid
about
grip.
to do the stanky leg.
Cairn's realistic climbing system
Bro,
also
he was about to
supports
get it.
mixed climbing. That means you can have one hand on the rock and the other using an ice tool. It's up to you to read the rock face and choose the most strategic route to the top.
How many of y'all would
Cairn
actually
is
try
coming
this
up
in real
on
life?
PlayStation 5 and Steam later this year. You can already give it a try
the
in
answer
the
ain't
demo
zero,
available on
something
PC and PS5.
Cairn is coming to PlayStation and PC later this year, and you can also check out a free demo on both platforms after the show. What's next, Matt?
We're mixing things up with a double bill of trailers. Here are two great games from our friends at Quali.
Boy, if you're too fat for it, and I'm too black for it. I'm telling you that. That shit ain't happening. I would not be up here freezing my nutsack off. Hell no. Risk my life before GTA things. Like, hell no, bro. Hold on. That's what I thought. I thought her cheeks was out. No, they ain't cheeks. Never mind. That's just, damn, she pale as hell. I thought her cheeks was out for a second. I was like, ain't no way. Wait, how long is this going to be? What the fuck was you gonna do with that?
Hella is coming soon to PC, PlayStation, and Xbox, so give it a wish list on Steam or the Epic Game Store.
You do it again?
Swiftly on. It's time for a look at Ludo. This is a psychological thriller where the protagonist is trapped inside their own home, and we're about to find out when you can play it.
Peggy 18.
How can you distinguish between what is real
7 times
and what isn't? Do you trust what you see? What you hear? What happens when everything starts to feel wrong? To seem fake? Like a trick?
Bro, this is gonna be full on skip. This is gonna be mean. It's gonna be the skip, the summer games was future skip games for 2026. Cause that's what's gonna happen next year.
How much longer are you going to pretend to ignore it? Don't do it. Don't let him get you again.
Ludo is coming to PC, PS5, and Xbox. In the meantime, you can wishlist it on Steam or the Epic Game Store.
It's world premiere time again, and this next reveal arrives with an introduction from a very special someone.
All right, come on now. What you got?
Hello, everyone. I'm excited to be a part of Future Game Show 2025.
Wait a minute.
There are so many amazing games coming out, and I'm very happy that I have a bit more time to play them these days. As many of you know, I have been a huge fan of the work of N-Dreams. Synapse is my favorite VR game of all time, and I'm honored to present this new groundbreaking title from the team. If you are at Summer Game Fest, I shall see you on the show floor at the N-Dreams booth. So, it is my pleasure to introduce you to Reach.
Is this VR?
Don't let him get you again.
Ludo is coming to PC, PS5, and Xbox. In the meantime, you can wishlist it on Steam or the Epic Game Store.
It's world premiere time again, and this next reveal arrives with an introduction from a very special someone.
Hello, everyone. I'm excited to be a part of Future Game Show 2025. There are so many amazing games
I'm so
coming
glad this
out,
wasn't a drinking
and
game.
I'm very happy that I have
really
bit
am.
more time to play them these days.
Because I think every last one of us
As many
of
you
age
know,
of drinking would be
I have been a huge fan
passed
of
out
the
at
work
this
of
point in time.
Twins. Synapse is my favorite VR game of all time, and I'm honored to present this new groundbreaking title from the team. If you are at Summer Game Fest, I shall see you on the show floor at the End Dreams booth. So, it is my pleasure to introduce
I love how they
you
put it down here.
to
YouTube's experiencing
Reach.
technical streaming issues, which, by the way, does happen quite a bit. It does happen as a streamer. It happens, but that's something. Did everybody just leave this or something? Yeah.
I'm ready for whatever. You won't find nobody better. I will bring a storm to you whether you ready or not. Coming in hot. I am a legend in the making. You're looking into the eyes of greatness. Gotta push through the world's waiting.
A mystery.
To the annoyance of the duck detective, he is joined by a new partner in solving crime, Freddy the Crocodile. Work together to unravel the truth and
Now, the
nibble on
beginning of it, they
crumbs
started
of
out
justice.
crazy.
Right now,
There was
we're
3
working on
games
a
that they
simplified
started out
Chinese
with that was
language
literally
update that is
insane. I
coming
highly
out later
recommend you go
this
back
year.
and watch it.
We're very excited for you to play. The game is
It
out
had
on
a whole
Steam,
lot of promise,
Nintendo
and then it
Switch,
wasn't until like
Xbox
maybe
One,
20
and Series
or
XS, and
maybe
PlayStation
was
5.
it 20? Like
Thanks
I think
for
maybe like
watching,
20
and we
minutes
hope
or
you
so.
enjoy the rest of the show.
It started.
Are those bread slices?
Duck Detective.
The ghost of glamping!
Duck Detective, the Ghost of Glamping, has already waddled its way onto PC and consoles, so go check it out if you haven't already.
Okay, we've had plenty of exciting premises so far, but how about a rhythm roguelike from the maestros behind Patapon? And get on your dancing shoes, folks, because Ratatan is up next.
I feel like since it skipped backwards, and it did, well, skip forward, it's probably going to skip backwards. Yeah, they started out really good, like really good, and then all this shit started happening. I will say, so far they showed maybe about 7 decent looking like games that I would probably give some play to. Yeah, about 7 or so, counting the first 3. Why the hell does this feel like it's got like Lil Einstein and Barney mixed into this? Like I'm about to hear we're going on a trip in your favorite like trap version in a second.
Ratatan is coming to Steam Early Access on July 25th, but there's a free demo available on Steam if you want to give it a try.
And we're following that bombshell with a new trailer for Agatha Christie, Death on the Nile, an interactive 70s twist on the beloved detective mystery.
It's Poirot, don't you know?
Oh.
It can't be.
Monsieur Poirot, I guess you know why I asked you to come.
No.
What do you suggest?
Stiff as hell. Didn't even blink. I don't even think their lips
that
moved.
all the passengers are present for the meal?
Yes, we keep the list. Everyone is here.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I'm sorry to disrupt what promised to be a beautiful day. But I have
Would have
some
been like, get her
terrible
out of here. She lame as hell, bro.
But we must stay calm if we want to find the culprit. I have a small idea of the situation.
I may leave.
PBS, guess what it feels like.
Quickly. I've just finished my latest case. Okay, let's see what I can find.
But someone is lying to me. It is a big case, Miss Royce. A dangerous one. What do we have here?
Thank you, Mr. Poirot. I'm now going to search each of you.
Imagine.
Then there's still time to stop them before they strike again.
And Jesus like, you know why you here, right?
The day at least is
They're
here.
like, yeah, somebody
Every
shot me with that little
must have
gun.
its answer.
That little gun that had little squirrel bullets in it. Literally, she pulled out a pea shooter.
And consoles in September of 2025, but you can wishlist it now on Steam or the Epic Game Store.
Okay, I don't want to build up this next trailer too much, but let's just say you're gonna flip.
Oh, the puns.
Is that Scooby Snacks? Was that Scooby Snacks? That's cool.
Soinks, Laura. House Flipper 2 Scooby-Doo is meddling its way onto PC and consoles this Scootober.
Now we're starting to close in on the end of the show, but not before we show you our final ones to watch deep dive.
Our team behind the scenes visited the Hangar 13 office for an exclusive insight into Mafia: The Old Country.
BoJack
Here's
movie?
all the gory details.
Mafia: The Old Country is both a prequel to the original Mafia trilogy, and it also sets things up for what might be to come in the future, going back to 1900 Sicily. So
I do want to play this game.
The Mafia.
I do like the
game, but
Mafia
also
games.
The actual Mafia itself, back to where
I need a
organised crime
Godfather game
first
too.
really came from.
I think somebody
In
said that
Mafia: The Old
yesterday.
Country, you play as a character called Enzo Favara, who's an upcoming gangster trying to make his way in the Sicilian Mafia.
As a child, he's worked in the sulfur mines, sold there by his parents, a really horrible
So he's salty?
upbringing for a kid, which unfortunately
He a
happened
salty
back in
boy?
those days. So he doesn't know family, he doesn't really know love. He escapes, he falls in with the Teresi crime family, and then this story shows his rise through the ranks as he goes from being this impoverished young man to a made man.
For Mafia: The Old Country, we moved to Unreal Engine 5, which has really enabled us to do incredible things with the characters, with the landscapes, with the cinematics. Every single aspect of the game has undergone a significant graphical upgrade.
Mafia's always been about pushing the technology of its day to do the best in cinematic storytelling and exciting narrative gameplay. It really makes what's already an emotional story even more emotional and meaningful.
We've been able to capture incredible nuances in the mocap, in the acting, in all of the character performances. That's really helped us to bring our story to life. And as a little taste of what's in store, we've got a cinematic to show, which shows a key moment in Enzo's story.
Peggy 18.
Okay.
Come forward. All of the men in this room are bound by blood. This is a family. And in this family, we follow a code of honor. It's a way of life. a brotherhood.
You're here because of your deeds and the assertions of those who stand at your side.
This life is one of secrecy. If you make a friend, meet a woman, they must not know about our thing.
It is binding. It is not forgiving. To betray one is to betray all. Do you wish to commit yourself, your life, to this family?
Yes, I do.
Then, before the eyes of all here present, join me. To become a man of honor, repeat these words. I swear my loyalty to this family.
I swear my loyalty to this family.
My flesh must burn like this saint if I do not keep my oath.
My flesh must burn like this saint if I do not keep my oath.
Welcome, Enzo.
Benvenuto, Enzo.
Benvenuto, Enzo. Benvenuto, Enzo.
Salute.
Salute.
Somebody could have gave him Mahal's cough drop, by the way. Just saying.
Take a trip to Sicily when Mafia of the Old Country lands on August 8th for PC, PlayStation, and Xbox.
Next on our docket is a developer presentation for Tenet of the Spark. If you haven't seen it all over social media, this is a time-hopping brawler where you solve puzzles and crush enemies across
I know
three
what else is
distinct
time-hopping.
timelines.
Hey, what's up? I'm Artem, the game director at Rogue Games, a small indie team scattered around the globe. We're making our first game, Tenet of the Spark. The true.
I swear my loyalty to this family.
My flesh must burn.
Is that
like
10
this
times?
saint
Is that 10
if I
times?
do not keep my oath.
10 toes down?
My flesh must burn like this saint if I do not keep my oath.
Welcome, Enzo.
Benvenuto, Enzo.
Benvenuto, Enzo. Benvenuto, Enzo.
Salute.
Salute.
We gotta be it again, G2.
Take a
Where
trip to
is he
Sicily
talking?
when Mafia of the Old Country lands on August 8th for PC, PlayStation, and Xbox.
Next on our docket is a developer presentation for Tenet of the Spark. If you haven't seen
It's
it all
crazy
over
that it
social
happened,
media,
like, right when
this
they
is
were
a
talking about the time.
time-hopping brawler where you solve puzzles and crush enemies across three distinct timelines.
It's crazy that as soon as she said that, it happened.
Hey, what's up? I'm
Knocked
Artem,
his
the game
ass straight
director
on
at
out,
Rogue
though.
Games, a small indie team
You see
scattered
that?
around the globe. We're making our
You
first
can't come
game,
back from
Tenet
that.
of the Spark.
And he didn't. You know he didn't kill him. You can't come back for that.
It's a cinematic action where you fight bad guys over free timeline. Present day, the Viking Age, and the Aztec civilization, all at the same time. You got it, right?
Ancestor, I need you.
And it's not just for show. You have to use all three characters to explore, deal with tricky enemy types, and solve puzzles.
It also answers questions you thought you'd never ask.
Like, how the hell does this black boxer have a Viking for the great-great-great-grandpa? Or why does this train car turn into a giant rock? And the biggest question is, why did they risk a role with such a difficult project? Because we wanted to play a game, but...
Let your sacred light banish them.
Man, that's how I feel.
And I am to fall. Let my flesh turn to ash. So my soul may ascend to you. Consumed in your flames for all eternity, now and forever. Eriksholm.
Holy moly, that looks good.
You're telling me.
You know, that would have been even
Crease's
better
Theater
if
of
it
Idols
wasn't
is coming to
skipping.
PC, Xbox, and PS5 later this year. And your Steam wish lists in just a few moments, probably.
I hate to say it, Matt, but I think we've arrived at the final trailer.
Okay, well, how do you want to do this?
Okay, I'm thinking we both look into that camera right there,
Okay.
and we're both sad that the show's over. But it's okay because that last trailer's really cool, and so the folks at home will be happy, and we've done a good job, I think. So, does that work?
You know, sounds perfect to me. Please enjoy our final world premiere.
Ooh, I liked it.
Yeah, it's fun.
Welcome, sisters, daughters of Hortus, to these blessed halls
Daughters of what?
Barrow. You have been chosen, honored to the parish,
I beg your
to
pardon?
serve the will of Mother. So come, step forward. Let us see what flowers she's given us. Such radiant blooms. So full of promise. Now, I must confess a change in plans. You shan't be entering the garden today. Take heart, faithful ones. The garden must still be tended. And tonight, you will be sown!
No, hold on. I've got something to show you. Ah, I bet you didn't expect that, did you?
Why did it say just console, not consoles?
That was your first look at Ritual Tides, a terrifying odyssey where you tango with Lovecraftian terrors. Wishlist it now because it's coming soon to PC.
We'll have the full gameplay revealed during the next Future Games show in August, so mark your calendars for that. However, that does mean we've reached the very end of this year's summer show.
Wait, they got another show
Don't
in
go
August?
anywhere though, because FGS Live from Los Angeles airs right after this, with even more exclusive trailers, developer deep dives, and world premieres.
We'd like to thank everybody who has tuned into the summer showcase, as well as the dream-weaving developers who put their all into those amazing trailers we debuted today.
And remember, you can head to the dedicated Future Game Show Steam page to wishlist your favorite games from today's show. We'll also have follow-up content on GamesRadar.com and the FGS YouTube channel.
I'm Matt Mercer.
And I'm Laura Bailey.
And this has been the Future Game Show Summer Showcase 2025.
I'm gonna give it a 6. I'm gonna give it a 6. It skipped. It went back. 5.5. 5.5. 5.5. The only reason why, because them damn skips. Nasty son of a. 5.5. No, I still think Unreal Engines was, because Unreal Engine just showed a bunch of the technical shit that really is just going to be defining basically the next generations of games, and how all those tools that Unreal Engine does have just made it more accessible and easier for developers to actually use them. And we just got a tech demo of The Witcher, and I think there may have been like a couple other games in it, but to me it didn't have a crazy amount of hype like I thought it would have. But so for me, it still is the weakest. I am putting this one as the second weakest, only because the damn stream was completely and utterly just, I'm sure it was probably unwatchable for a lot of people, but it was just highly annoying to be going forward and back, and it actually be like a YouTube error and not like, oh, and it might be like a game. That's the only reason why I was saying that at the beginning, because I was like, oh, maybe it's a game gag, but they just never addressed it, so that quickly went away. If it wasn't for all of the forward, backward looping shit that was happening, I probably would have gave this a solid 7.1 for real. But that took it out. That straight took you out of the immersive feeling of watching this all and being like, hey, we're so hyped for this, to being like, oh, come on, man, another one. That sucked. Yeah, I feel like you missed, if not half of the show or so. I feel like you were in here for a little bit, but you might have missed like half the show or something like that. But yeah, I gave it a 5.5 because there was still a lot of really nice games that they showed out in here. Obviously, some of the indie, I won't even say indie at this point anymore. That's kind of dumb to say. There was just a lot of games that weren't for me, but the ones that were, there's quite a bit now after the whole show. There's quite a bit that they showed in here that was actually pretty solid, and they actually had way more world premieres than I thought they were actually going to have. So I give them kudos for that. But yeah, probably would have been like a 7.1 or 7.2 show without all the technical errors and stuff. But definitely now like 5.5. 5.5. Yeah. Yeah, there's another one in August, so not mad about that. Well, listen, tomorrow is really the next big day, and that's what Xbox and then the PC game showcase. If you're new to the channel and you're watching this live or as a video format, subscribe to the channel, turn on notifications. That way you be a part of the live crew when we actually go through, because it should be pretty hyped. There's a lot of rumors around Xbox and what they got cooking, and if they do deliver on a lot of these rumors, then this could be a huge stepping stone for Xbox players, and not even just Xbox players, but console players in general, because I'm sure that at that point in time, it might be a lot of people buying PlayStation, well, Xboxes, and that already have PlayStations. I could easily see that, especially for if the Steam thing becomes real. That's massive, truly massive. Well, like I said, last year Xbox locked in and they had the best showcase. So hopefully they lock in again and deliver with a lot of games that they have that we actually need to see some damn gameplay of. We truly do. I know Outer Worlds 2 is what's getting the spotlight this year, but I'm not even that worried about that much anymore. I just want to see Perfect Dark. We already got gameplay of Perfect Dark, so if we see like anything Perfect Dark related, I'm cool with that. Fable, yeah, it's about damn time we see something with fucking Fable. At least something good, more gameplay, something. I would expect some remake things. I hope Blade gameplay, but we'll just have to find out. But I hope, or at least a cutscene or something with the Blade game. I know Bethesda's going to have their stuff. That's why I said the remakes, and maybe some shadow drops, maybe some, I'm going to say early prediction that may not happen, but could possibly happen and would be pretty crazy if it does, is all the older Call of Duties going into Game Pass. If that happens, you're going to see Black Ops 2 definitely getting played a lot by a lot of people again. Maybe some more Game Pass. I want to say maybe with EA throwing in some stuff or something, maybe some shadow drops in Game Pass. I don't know. I know EA really isn't. I mean, I guess Battlefront is. I think Battlefront is in Game Pass, ain't it? I want to say so, but maybe if they throw some other ones in there, who knows? Halo, something Halo. I doubt we'll get anything else. Gears of War besides the collection stuff. Not anything new Gears of War. I don't think so. If we do, then that would be insane. But I doubt it. Info with Gears of War. I see, that's the thing. Gears of War Edict, I don't know if we'll get anything for that. I feel like it might be too early for that. Might be too early for that. So I'm not gonna say anything for that one. Call of Duty Black Ops 7. I think it's about time we don't glaze Call of Duty. I think people need to realize we don't need to glaze the Call of Duty like that. We need to move on from glazing it, because it is not him anymore. It is not. Just gonna say that, leave that there. But yeah, that's all for this one. Like I said, it would have been a better showcase if it wasn't for technical errors, but I enjoyed it a lot better than I thought it was going to be honest. A lot better. But 7 is wild. No, we don't need it. We don't need it at all. At all. But other than that, appreciate you guys coming out, hanging out with your boy. Have an awesome day /night. Stay safe. And I'm out. Peace.